Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Welcome. Now, if you've been paying attention, you've noticed that we are in full swing of the annual Takesha A. Davis Scholarship Stipend Award Program. Now, we're in round 2. And round 2 is a little bit different because they have to read their essays, have a healthy dialogue, and then we still include you. Now, how can you help our scholars? Scrolling across the bottom of the screen, it tells you how to vote. Now, you can also vote. You can also vote during the show. You can also vote during the week. And if you get a copy of the newsletter, the information is there as well. But really important, on Monday, I guess I'll say Tuesday, we can only take the top 20 scholars to round 3. Now, I am super impressed with all of our scholars that we have. If you've been following on all our social media platforms, yesterday, can't say yesterday because there's no telling. Yesterday, they were updated to where you can see all our top 32 bios. And these are some amazing young people from all over the United States. And I am very, very proud of them because this scholarship it's a lot of work. You got to meet with me. You got to interview. We have to make sure your essay is done. And then round 3 is actually exciting because I get to meet the parents. So won't have you wait any longer. Let's welcome our guests for this part of the show. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Hi.
I can't complain. Tell us who you are.
I'm Paris Holiday, and I'm going to Hampton University, home by the sea.
Oh, that's going to be nice. We had some Hampton people here the other day. And who else do we have today? What is your name?
I'm Samaria Bass, and I'll be attending the Clark Atlanta University. Go Panthers!
Oh, wow. 2 different ends of the world, literally. Welcome you guys. I'm so excited you made it to round 2. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're in round 2. We're trying to get to round 3. So, audience, if you look across the bottom, that's how you can vote. Find their name in the link. It costs $1, but hey, it all goes to them. ABC Youth don't make anything from this contest. We give it all to the scholars. So, who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Awesome. The floor is all yours.
Thank you so much. So I just will restate my name for you guys. I'm Samaria Bass. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I'll be attending Clark Atlanta University in the fall. My essay is centered around my upbringing, how, DEI and the legacy of HBCUs has tied into my upbringing when I was a child, and also why I want to go further with education. And I'll be studying early elementary education at CAU. So that's what my essay is going to be about. And I would love to read it to you guys. So HBCUs have stood as a pillar of resilience, empowerment, and academic excellence. Established during a time when Black students were largely excluded from receiving higher education, HBCUs provided not only access to learning, but a sense of belonging and cultural pride. These institutions continue to foster diversity, equity, and inclusion by uplifting marginalized voices, cultivating leaders, and ensuring that education remains an accessible tool for advancement. As I pursue my goal of becoming an early childhood educator, I am deeply determined to continue this legacy and committed to upholding these values in both my academic journey and my personal career. Growing up as the child of young parents, I witnessed firsthand the challenges that come with limited resources and opportunities. However, I also learned the importance of resilience, hard work, and the transformative power of education. My experiences have shaped my belief that every child, regardless of background, deserves access to quality education and a nurturing learning environment. This belief aligns with the mission of HBCUs, which have always prioritized inclusive education and created spaces where students feel valued and empowered. My passion for working with children began at an early age. Whether through babysitting family members, working in childcare programs, or enrolling in an early childhood developmental course, I discovered the joy of helping children learn and grow. Through these experiences, I realized how essential representation and encouragement are in shaping a child's self-esteem and love for learning. Just as HBCUs have uplifted generations of students by fostering a sense of community and belonging, I aspire to create inclusive classrooms where every child, regardless of race, social status, or personal circumstances, feels seen, supported, and capable of achieving greatness. HBCUs have always been at the forefront of championing DEI, and their impact extends far beyond the students they serve. They cultivate educators, activists, and leaders who go on to uplift their communities and drive meaningful change. As an aspiring preschool teacher, I see education as more than just academics. It is a tool for empowerment. I want to ensure that young children, especially those from underrepresented backgrounds, have access to teachers who not only educate, but also advocate for their needs and potential. One of the most powerful aspects of HBCUs is their commitment to fostering a strong sense of community. They emphasize mentorship, peer support, and leadership development, all values that I intend to carry forward with me in my career. In my current early childhood developmental program, I have already taken steps to promote inclusivity by supporting peers who may struggle academically or personally. Whether by sharing resources, mentorship, or simply being a source of encouragement, I realize the importance of uplifting those around me. In the classroom, I plan to implement DEI principles by creating a culturally responsive learning environment. This means incorporating diverse perspectives into lesson plans and fostering discussions that encourage empathy and understanding. Representation matters, especially in early education, where children begin forming their own perceptions of themselves and the world around them. By ensuring that all children feel valued and heard, I hope to instill in them the same sense of pride and self-worth that HBCUs have long cultivated in their students. Beyond the classroom, I aim to contribute to the ongoing mission of HBCUs by advocating for policies that promote educational equity. Whether through community outreach programs, mentorship initiatives, or involvement in organizations dedicated to increasing access to quality education, I want to be a voice for change. I'm committed to carrying this torch forward, ensuring that the next generation, especially young Black children, have the foundation they need to succeed. Receiving this scholarship would allow me to continue my education further and develop the skills necessary to make a lasting impact in the field of early childhood education. It would provide me with the opportunity to learn from educators who share my passion for DEI and inspire me to continue uplifting others. My journey has not been without its challenges, but it has shaped me into a determined, compassionate young Black woman who is ready to contribute to the legacy of HBCUs by fostering inclusive and empowering spaces for younger generations. HBCU's mission of DEI is not just about education. It is about creating opportunities, breaking barriers, and ensuring that every individual has the chance to succeed. Through my work in early childhood education, I will strive to be an advocate, a mentor, and a leader, ensuring that all children, just like the students who have thrived at HBCUs, feel empowered to reach their full potential. Thank you.
Okay. I thought that was amazing. I just want to start off by saying that.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. I will exit so you all can have your dialogue.
Yes. Like I was saying, I thought that you did an amazing job. I also wanted to congratulate you just on having such amazing goals that will not only inspire and put this like self-confidence and pride and self-worth into children, but also but also teach other children that it's important to build that in their peers. I really do believe that it starts young. So you wanting to be a pre-K teacher and implement these important roles into these children at a young age, it really is going to do a lot for them as they grow up.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate your feedback.
Well, awesome, awesome. You had co-workers that wanted to help out with the interview today. That's kind of cool. She said she wanted to do pre-K. So look, she could have put it into action. It's good. It's good. So are you ready for your essay?
Yes, I am.
So yeah, that's good. How old are they?
My little sister who just came in, she's 3, and then my brother
Oh,
is 5.
oh, they both little. That's so cute. Well, that's the age Samaria want to work. Well, you should have put her to work.
Send
Mhm.
my way.
That's what y'all
I got you.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, we love family. We'll meet them next time because you make it to round 3. We get to meet the family.
Yes.
You're like, oh Lord, they'll do good. Trust me, they always do good. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Got this. All right.
Okay, just to reintroduce myself, my name is Paris Holiday. I'm going to Hampton University, and this is my essay. Historically, Black colleges and universities, or HBCUs, were created at a time when Black students were not allowed to attend most colleges in America. Even though that time has passed, HBCUs are still just as important today. They've always been places where Black students could get an education, be themselves, and become leaders in their communities. HBCUs represent diversity, equity, and inclusion in real ways, not just with words, but through action. That legacy inspires me to push forward in everything I do today. I've gone to a mostly white school my whole life, and while I have gotten a good education, it hasn't always felt like a place where I truly belonged. There were times when I felt like I had to hide parts of myself to fit in. Learning about HBCUs showed me that there are places where students who look like me are not only accepted, but celebrated. That made me realize how powerful it is to be in a space that understands and supports you. It made me want to work even harder and reach my goals and help create a kind of space for others too. One of my biggest goals is to become an anesthesiologist. I became interested in this career after I broke my leg and had surgery. During that experience, I noticed that everyone in the operating room was white. I felt anxious because I didn't see anyone I could relate to or feel completely safe around. That made me think about how important it is to have more diversity in the medical field. I want to be the kind of doctor that makes patients, especially young Black kids, feel completely seen. HBCUs have helped produce many Black doctors and professionals, and I hope to continue that legacy. I also believe that promoting DEI isn't just something you do in school or at work. It's something you live by every day. I help take care of my 2 siblings, and that's what taught me how important it is to understand and support people who experience the world differently. I also created a project focused on gut health and how it connects to mental health and conditions like ADHD and autism, which both of my siblings do have. I made a website, shared resources, and even organized an event where people could learn more about probiotics through a hands-on pickle making activity. It was a fun way to bring awareness to a serious issue, and I love seeing people feel included and empowered. When I attend Hampton University, I plan to keep doing this kind of work, starting clubs, and supporting my classmates in organizing events that promote inclusion and education. I also want to uplift my peers by being someone that they can turn to when they need my encouragement or help. I know how much a little support can mean, especially when you're trying to figure out who you are and what you want to do. In the future, I want to give back to my community by mentoring younger students and helping them see the possibilities ahead of them. I want to make healthcare more fair and accessible for people who usually get overlooked. And most of all, I want to be a part of the change HBCUs have been fighting for since the beginning. To me, HBCUs are more than just schools, they're movements. They've opened doors for so many people, and I want to be one of the students who continues that mission. I'm ready to learn, lead, and lift others up, just like HBCUs have done for generations before. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. I will exit so you can have your dialogue.
I'm speechless. You read that so beautifully. Your words, they're touching. I can tell that you wrote that essay definitely, from your heart. You had a lot of great points, but I really want to point out where you said that, you had an injury and you I feel like you flipped your injury that's something that could be so scary, and that could really stop what you're doing. You use it as motivation to start a project and raise awareness for people on a very, like, for people that don't really understand. You raise awareness on a very serious situation, and you made it fun, you made it inclusive, you made it educational. And I think that that's very important. A lot of people don't really have that ability to do things like that, and I really thought that was important. We definitely need more Black female doctors, for sure. Like you said, the pool is very overlooked. Women in general are overlooked, especially Black women. So I think that is super important. I think that's a very important job, and I think you'd be the perfect person to do it. Hampton's getting a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Now we have to take a quick commercial break. And these two have done an amazing job. I'm super proud of both of them. However, when we come back, I'm going to give you something to think about while we're on commercial. I want you to be able to tell us why people should vote for you. You got to stay in top 20 to make it to round 3 after these messages.
Celebrate the excellence of HBCUs with the HBCU Trivia Game. This board game provides an exciting and educational way to learn about notable alumni, historical events, sports news, and more. This trivia game is sure to be a hit and perfect for college-bound youth, alumni, and the entire family. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support, educate, and entertain. Get the HBCU Trivia Game today. Go to hbcutriviagame.net to order.
What if your greatest breakthrough was on the other side of your story? Inspire Me Moments, Living Out Loud with No Regrets by Anthony Harris Brown isn't just a memoir, it's a mirror, a movement, and a map to becoming who you were meant to be. Through raw honesty, spiritual insight, and empowering reflections, you'll unpack your past, embrace your scars, and rise stronger. This book is for the dreamers, the educators, the men learning to breathe again, the women reclaiming their worth, and the leaders who lead with heart. You'll find real stories of trauma and triumph, tools for healing, and moments that remind you, the cape was never in the closet, it's always been in you. Inspire Me Moments. Live out loud with no regrets and all heart. Get your copy today everywhere books are sold.
Welcome back. I'm here with my two top 32, well, two of the two top 32 finalists that's in round 2, and they just did an amazing job reading their essays. Now, my question to both of you, why should we vote for you?
I can go first.
Okay.
I would say that you can vote for me because this scholarship not only will help me financially, but it will also help me on my journey to becoming the anesthesiologist that I want to become. Obviously, becoming a doctor is a lot of years in school, which means a lot of money. So I just believe that this is just helping me in one part of my long journey that I have to go to, and it can really go a long way, especially my Hampton alum out there. Your support was really just show me how strong the community is. Well, not show me, but introduce me to the community I already know is strong. And also, I hope to continue that strongness. And if I do make it to the next round and potentially win, I will want to also support my Hampton, fellow Hampton people that will come after me. So, yeah.
Awesome.
I can go. I'm good. I'm clear. I just want to say that this scholarship is super important to me. I was the only one from my hometown to apply to this scholarship. And once I found out, what it was built upon and, what the story behind it is, I just thought it was really important, and I really appreciated that story. I would really appreciate it if you voted for me because, being a first-generation college student, I don't have everything figured out right now, especially, financial-wise, school-wise. So I'm still kind of navigating all that. And this scholarship would help me, kind of sort that out just a little bit. And I also am learning from applying for the scholarship. I'm also learning as I go. So, that would be much appreciated. I will forever rep my school. I'll forever rep CAU. I love you guys down. I haven't been there yet, but I already love you down. I love my city, the alumni, the OGs. I love everyone at that school. So honestly, if you voted for me and I made it to the next round, you don't have to worry about me not repping. I'm gonna rep. Even I'm repping now. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm super proud of both of you because you got to think like top 66, top 50, top 40, now to 32. That's still a big deal. Like you can imagine last year we had 190 something. So yeah, it was intense last year. But I'm super proud of this year's scholars. And hey guys, if you need to know, it's scrolling across the bottom. So thank you two for coming. I truly appreciate you. And I'll keep my fingers crossed. And even if you do not make it, because I think you are anyway, but even if you don't, y'all know I'm always just a phone call, an email, or whatever away. Like I'm always gonna help. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College Application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically black college and university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. I am here with I told you I was going to have two new people when we got a couple of segments today. So I'm here with Amaris and Zamaria, and they are going to read their essay today, and they're also going to do as before and have their healthy dialogue. So welcome, ladies. Now, when do you start school?
I'm in school right now.
Oh wow, you're already at school. Zamaria, when you start?
I start August 20th.
Woo! So guys, Amaris is on location, and then Zamaria starts soon. So who's gonna do their essay first?
I am.
Awesome. The floor is all yours.
Okay. There are certain things that I know for sure impacted my personal view of my skin complexion. Throughout most of my childhood, I grew up surrounded by white and lighter skinned individuals. Teachers, peers, and even a portion of my family happen to have a lighter complexion. In no way am I insisting that being light is bad, but being different isn't always appealing. No one ever likes to feel left out. But I haven't just felt like I was different in my real life. A lot of my understanding of beauty standards is through media, like movies, shows, and magazines. In fact, one of my favorite shows growing up was Girl Meets World, but none of those people looked like me, and if they did, they were only shown in passing. Even if there were shows that featured main black characters, like Shake It Up, me and Zendaya aren't exactly twins when it comes to complexion. I loved watching the Disney Channel growing up, and thankfully, having experienced this era of prime television has taught me many different lessons that I still carry with me. But none of those lessons helped me to know how to act when the little boy the next class over didn't like me and picked little Stacy over me. The lessons didn't help me when in middle school, my longtime crush looked at me and said, "Sorry, I don't want dark-skinned babies." Wasn't he dark-skinned himself? Disney didn't teach me how to react when I was sitting at the mall and a white man called me the N-word and laughed about it to his friends. I mean, why would the audience not be some little black girl who thought she had to damage her hair to prove to the point of breakage in order to make new friends? Their audience isn't the little girl who has to look high and low through the Target doll aisle for a doll that even slightly resembles her. No, I learned my lessons through my experience. By writing this essay, I began to understand when I started to love my skin. It stems from the fact that throughout my adolescence, I've gained the ability to understand that not every guy is going to find my skin to be the face of beauty and grace. But it doesn't matter. I won't remember the guys who rejected me years down the line because the memories of the rejections do not hold any weight. The only thing that should matter to me is who I am and what person I see when I look in the mirror every morning. I see a girl who for hours on end struggled to master the perfect puff despite the nights with heat damage and sore arms. I see a girl who isn't afraid to try new styles, even if they turn out bad or look like jacked up rice balls. I've started to see a new and improved version of myself, one who is finally able to fully embrace her natural hair, flaws and all. My experiences show why historically Black colleges and universities have been at the forefront for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Little Black girls like me deserve a space where our differences are uplifted. Having the ability to go to an HBCU at such a pivotal time in American and global history inspires me to work harder in becoming a sociologist and gives me the chance to become a safe space for African American children. Becoming a sociologist is one of the ways I will contribute to the ongoing mission of HBCUs by promoting DEI, uplifting my peers, and driving a positive change in my community. Thank you. Dr. Mo, you're muted.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just talking away. Sometimes even I do stuff like that. But I will give you a chance to dialogue about your essay because you said some very impactful things. So the floor is yours, ladies.
So I want to go back to what you said about the Disney Channel movies and stuff. I can relate to that because I know not every Disney Channel movie had Black kids or Black girls to, that we could watch and inspire us. But I feel like that made you stronger in a way because you weren't focused on how there were no Black kids in the movies, but about how you could keep going even though there were other races and not let that impact you.
Yeah, I really try to touch on that just to be like, I don't have to worry about it because I know that, like, I know my worth and I don't have to rely on anybody else, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we will hear from you, Zamaria.
Okay. HBCUs have long been playing an important role in diversity, equity, and inclusion as they were founded in the 19th and early 20th centuries. These HBCUs were formed from a necessity as African Americans were excluded from most schools and universities due to racial segregation along with discrimination. HBCUs have not only created opportunities for students of color, but have also created an environment allowing academic excellence and cultural diversity to succeed. HBCUs are very diverse because not only are there African Americans attending them, but people from different backgrounds and ethnicities are also accepted into HBCUs. HBCUs provide a feeling of home and comfort, all while educating students to achieve what they have dreamed of accomplishing. HBCUs are legacies where historical landmarks and historical people have attended, creating history. People who graduate from HBCUs are examples of excellence because they become business leaders, entrepreneurs, and educators, which uplift and inspire people, especially the younger generation. HBCUs are a place where everyone feels like family, and there are no challenges of racism, allowing people to embrace their full potential and not feel judged. The rich legacy of HBCUs inspires me to work harder in my academic career to have better professional outcomes. Knowing the legacy HBCUs have left behind drives my determination to advance and push forward because I know I will walk out of one accomplishing all the goals I had set for myself. I have heard from many people that HBCUs tend to nurture students more than PWIs because they feel like they are connected to their professors or advisors, so having that foundation will allow me to get further ahead in my academic career. The rich legacy of HBCUs will remind me of the dedication and talent that the institutions have refined for many generations. Knowing that there is a legacy in HBCUs, even though there will be challenges, motivates me to push forward in my journey, eventually leaving a legacy like others before me. Leaders from HBCUs have shown me that education is a powerful tool to have in society because it can lead to a change in the world. For example, Kamala Harris graduated from Howard University and she is now the Vice President of the United States. She has accomplished a lot coming from an HBCU, which led her to greatness. I am inspired to work harder so that I can carry the mission of connecting and sharing knowledge about the development of communities. To contribute to the ongoing mission of HBCUs, I plan to be a voice for people who have opinions but might be afraid to share with others. I want to ensure that all students, or even people of older age, have equal opportunities and access to resources they might need. I plan to be active in different clubs and activities as I go on in my future to make sure everyone is included and feels like they can accomplish many things. I will contribute to the HBCUs by driving positive and creating societal changes while using my skills and knowledge to help organize community events. By contributing and making sure everyone has equal opportunities, I will engage with others and make sure there's a safe space to make everyone feel welcome at HBCUs. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing. It was wonderful. Now I will allow you to have your healthy dialogue, and I will just sit back and watch.
I really liked your essay, but it kind of made me think like what your major is and how like with what you talked about in your essay you'll connect it to your major.
So, my major is nursing, and I think that making sure everyone is included and having equal opportunities is essential for that career because it allows you not to only treat people of color, but also give everybody else the same treatment and respect as others.
Awesome, awesome. Now I have truly enjoyed both of your essays. Now, before I let you two go, now I want to remind our audience that scrolling on the bottom of the screen is ways that you can actually vote to keep our scholars so they can make it to round three because you know we have to make cuts. That's why they don't let me judge because they know I would try to make everybody win. But why should someone vote for you? Anybody can go first.
I think you should vote for me because I'm dedicated to making a change and making sure everyone is included. I am passionate and hardworking, which has gotten me to where I am now, actually. And I just want to say that your vote matters to me and will make a difference. So if you vote for me, thank you.
Okay.
I want to say you should vote for me because I'm dedicated to like I'm at college early because I want to help so much and I want to get a head start and be able to continuously help people, especially in our communities because we deserve it. Um, and really, I want you to vote for everybody too, but vote for me, especially if you go to Fayetteville, so you can support your people. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, ladies, again. And if you are interested in voting for the ladies, the information is scrolling on the bottom of the screen, or you can check us out on any of our social platforms, especially our newsletter. You can see their bios, you can see information about them. You can actually see their first interview because these young people are truly impressive. They've made it from top 66 to top 50 to top 40, now top 32. And next week, so they really need to be in top 20 to make it to round three. So I hope, I'm keep my fingers crossed, I get to see you ladies in round three. But most importantly, even if you do not win, we will still make sure we reach out and help you. So thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm here with our last contestant for today. I said today because tomorrow we'll be right back with some more young people. Now, just give y'all a little background. These young people have made it from top 66 to top 50 to top 40. and now top 32. So I'm proud of everybody. If you can make it that far, that's something to be proud about. Now, tell us who you are.
My name is Hannah Paget. And I will be attending Fort Valley State University in about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. You ready to move in?
Yes, ma'am, I am ready.
Ooh. I'm kind of sad. It's the moving. Once I'm there, it's fine, but the moving is a lot.
Yeah, I can already tell it's going to be a lot.
So, if you want to keep our lovely contestants in, because by next week they got to be in top 20 to keep moving on. So the information on voting is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And we want to keep her there. I think, ratings go out to our young people every Monday or Tuesday. And so today they got ratings. And like I told somebody before, I've seen it with my own eyes. Somebody got in there and they started voting for somebody. They seen the school. Because, y'all alum, y'all will ride for your school. So, alum, these scholars are depending on you. So, are you ready to read your essay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome sauce. The floor is yours.
Historically, Black colleges and universities have always represented more than just institutions of learning. They are beacons of resilience, opportunity, and progress, built to empower Black students in the face of systematic oppression. HBCUs have led the charge in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion long before these terms became widely recognized. Their legacy of creating spaces for academic excellence, cultural affirmation, and leadership cultivation has shaped generations, and it inspires me to pursue my goals with determination, pride, and a sense of purpose. As an aspiring dermatologist, I'm committed to working harder in both my academic and professional journey because I know I stand on the shoulders of those who built and protected these institutions. My dream is to not only serve underrepresented communities in the field of medicine, but to also address the health disparities, particularly those that disproportionately affect Black individuals. Skin conditions are often misdiagnosed in people with darker skin tones due to a lack of inclusive medical training and research. I plan to change that narrative by advocating for more inclusive medical education and becoming a visible leader in my field who prioritizes cultural competence in patient care. The values of HBCUs, access, equity, and community, mirror the principles that I live by. These values have been instilled in me through my family, my mentors, and my academic journey thus far. One of my mentors, Mrs. Cole, constantly reminds me of the importance of resilience, adaptability, and professionalism. Her example, much like the HBCU legacy, motivates me to be a role model for others, particularly those who feel unseen or unheard in predominantly white or under-resourced spaces. HBCUs show us what is possible when a community is built on love, strength, and pride in cultural identity. That legacy pushes me to never settle for mediocrity, even when faced with systematic challenges. I will contribute to the mission of HBCUs by actively promoting DEI in every environment that I am a part of, whether it's mentoring young students, leading initiatives that support underrepresented pre-med scholars, or simply using my voice to advocate for fairness. I will be a vessel for positive change. I've already had experiences ensuring communication and equity are never overlooked. I believe that one of the most powerful ways to honor the HBCU legacy is to lift as we climb, bring others along on the path of success. Furthermore, I plan to contribute to research initiatives aiming at reducing racial disparities in healthcare, especially in dermatology. Through hands-on research experience in previous labs, I've learned the value of innovation and persistence. I want to apply these skills in medical school and beyond, developing dermatological solutions that are inclusive and accessible. Representation in healthcare is more than symbolic. It saves lives. HBCUs have produced generations of Black doctors, scientists, and leaders who have transformed communities. I want to be a part of that lineage. Uplifting my peers is not a passive act. It is a responsibility I embrace. I will continue building networks that connect students to resources, encouragement, and opportunities. I hope to create or join student organizations that focus on mentorship, academic excellence, and professional development for Black and underrepresented students. Community is at the heart of HBCU culture, and I plan to drive that spirit forward wherever I go. By leading with compassion, integrity, and purpose, I hope to foster spaces where everyone feels seen and valued. In honoring the past and pushing forward towards a more inclusive future, I aim to be more than a product of the HBCU legacy. I aim to be a continuation of it. Through academic excellence, advocacy, and a deep commitment to serving others, I will help carry the torch that lights the way for future generations. The legacy of HBCUs teaches us that greatness is cultivated through service, persistence, and unity. I will honor that legacy by showing up fully, striving for equity, and making a lasting impact in medicine and in my community. Thank you.
Awesome. I truly enjoyed your essay. Now, you said you want to be an esthetician?
A dermatologist.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
I got it completely opposite. Skincare.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
yeah.
Cool. And then part of your essay, you was talking about the darker tone. Now, I've been told, I've been showed that I don't wear makeup. Like the most I wear is lip gloss, and it has to be really, really light because my skin, it's bad. So I'm gonna have to look for you in the future to help me out. Like I do not wear makeup. I'm completely oh God. I went to I can't say it out loud because I don't want nobody to sue me. But I went to a makeup party and my skin, it just was burnt, like it was bad. So I learned the hard way that I can't do certain things.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna look for you in the future to help out. So why should our audience vote for you?
Well, like I said in my essay, I am very committed to using what I learned at these HBCUs and in my future, and just carrying on the legacy of the generations that have come before me. Like I said, HBCUs have put out excellent, and just it kind of gets me, I don't know, it gets me excited when I think about like how I can be like these past people, these past legends that have come out of HBCUs that have made changes in the field that I want to go into. And I want to be a voice for the underrepresented community. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about like stuff like in dermatology and skincare, how underrepresented like Black skin is. So I'm that's my purpose. I feel like that's what I'm here for. And I would love it if you would help support it.
Awesome. Well, I am rooting for you. If you're interested in knowing how to vote, the information is on the bottom of the screen, or you can follow all of our social media platforms and you can get the information there. And then we also have the current rankings. And then in the upcoming weeks, you can see their full bios. Like these are some impressive young people. Like I wish, I was like them when I was younger. They're about to change the world. I'm changing it now, but back then I should have had that same momentum. Well, I am your wonderful host, Dr. Monique Robinson, and that's it for us today. We'll see you tomorrow with some more of our top 32 as they read their essays. And good luck, Miss Hannah. I wish you much success.
Thank you.
Get ready to take over Fort Valley.
Yes, ma'am.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ, look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless, from your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.